NXT Gold Rush Week 1 is over and done with. It's in the books. Really decent show from November the 18th, 2025. Pretty okay show. A really strong show for the most part. Thoroughly enjoyed it. There were a couple things on the show I didn't like, but it is what it is. But more often than not, NXT is usually good. And even when we don't get strong episodes, sometimes NXT still manages to be worth watching and fun. So let's go ahead and get into Gold Rush. So we kicked the show off with the first match of the night. Ethan Page and Chelsea Green. They defeat Joe Hendry and Thea Hale to retain the AAA Mixed Tag Team Championships. This match was fun. Fairly enjoyed it. There was a spot in the match where Thea Hale super kicked Ethan Page, which was funny. Ethan Page ended up eating a DDT from her as well, which was cool. So towards the end of the match, Thea Hale, she got Ethan Page into a Kimura lock. Then Ethan Page, he blocked the standing ovation. So then Ethan Page shoved Joe Hendry into Thea Hale, and this allowed for Chelsea Green to hit the Pretty Her for the 1, 2, 3. Good stuff there. I really love the pairing of Chelsea Green and Ethan Page. They are a fantastic duo, and the two of them work magic together. Now, I do think after this is all said and done with, it is time for Ethan Page to get called up. I think sometime next year, Ethan Page should get called up. He really should. Right? That's just me, though. But NXT, Ethan Page has been killing it in NXT. Especially since he worked with Chelsea Green. It's been doing wonders for him. And him going heel this time around has been great. I mean, it's been good. So I've been digging this shit. Moving on from that, this leads us into Lola Vice. She's talking to Jordynne Grace in the back about what just happened. Lola would rather challenge Joe Hendry and Thea Hale for the mixed AAA Tag Team Championships with Mr. Iguana than Ethan Page and Chelsea Green. Jordynne Grace asked Lola if she saw Colleen Jordan hit her with the TNA Knockouts World Championship, then blamed everybody else. Lola says that was nasty. Kalani randomly started going off on her after that. Lola doesn't know what Kalani Jordan's problem is. Kalani Jordan shows up. She says that she's already beaten both of them. And they're hanging out together, that being Lola Vice and Jordynne Grace. Lola tells Kalani if she has a problem with her, she should say it to her face. Kalani says that Lola Vice shouldn't be playing the victim because she had no problem kicking her out of the locker room. Lola says that Lola says that she's not playing victim. Kalani chose TNA over NXT. And Jordynne Grace says that Kalani's only acting out like this because she knows it's her last week with the TNA Knockouts World Championship. And then Kalani says jealousy doesn't look good on Jordynne Grace, but you have a long time to work on that because Kalani's not losing the title anytime soon. Kalani tells Jordynne Grace that she'll see her next week. Lola Vice says that Kalani Jordan has changed. Okay, good stuff there. Like that. It sets up some storyline stuff with Mr. Iguana and Lola Vice going after Ethan Page and Chelsea Green. But I don't think that it's over with yet. I don't think that I don't think that this Joe Hendry Thea Hale team is over with yet. I don't think. Now, Joe Hendry is now officially a part of the NXT roster, which is good. So, do we push Joe Hendry further up the card? I think they will, because I do think that when we get into the Oba Femi and the Oba Femi and Ricky Saints portion of the show, it seems like you gotta get Trick and Oba out of NXT, right? Because you can't have Trick Williams, Oba Femi, and all those guys at the top still, right? Oba, in my opinion, he's ready for the main roster. He's been ready for it. I think Trick is ready for it as well. And just keep Ricky in there for a while because Ricky has always meant to be. Should have always meant to be the face of NXT. He basically is ever since he came in. We knew he was going to be the face of NXT, right? So you can't bring him on the main roster because what would he do on the main roster? Except for if he's going to be either the IC champion with John Cena and Dominic Mysterio, but that won't happen. And I doubt if he's going to beat Dragunov. So you kind of have to keep Ricky in NXT for a little bit until there are concrete plans for him on the main roster. So if you want to do any call-ups, I would do Oba and Trick. You put Oba maybe on Raw. You put Trick on SmackDown. And there's stuff for both guys to do. There really, truly is. So that's fine there. Moving on from that. So Ava makes an announcement saying that Deadline is on Saturday, December 6th. It's going to be live from San Antonio, Texas. And that John Cena is going to be selecting both competitors for the men and women's Deadline matches. The Iron Survivor matches. Cool. So good stuff there. Makes perfect sense. Moving on from that, Tavion Heights had a backstage interview with Sarah Schreiber. He didn't talk about much of anything. He talked about his time in the Olympics and everything, and he's got no regrets of being part of the No Quarter Catch crew and everything. He also talked about how John Cena is going to be choosing the competitors. He hopes that he's going to be one of them. And if Cena does pick him, that's all the approval that he needs. And then basically, he gets into a massive brawl with Josh Briggs. I don't give a shit about Josh Briggs. Josh Briggs is a fucking clown. Again, I don't understand why Shawn Michaels continues to push Josh Briggs. Please put this man in Evolve. Please. He doesn't have it. He's been in NXT for about basically 4.5 years. Either do something with him or send him, my bad. Either do something with him or put him on the main roster, Raw or SmackDown, it doesn't matter. Or you send his ass back to Evolve. I don't give a damn. Get the motherfucker out of NXT. Please. Get him out of NXT. Enough. Actually, you know what? Just put him in Evolve. And if he doesn't get over in Evolve, hey, get rid of his ass. He can work at NWA, MLW, wherever. Just get him out of NXT, please. He has overstayed his welcome, and I am tired of Josh Briggs. Tired of him. Moving on from that. So Sol Ruca, she's preparing for her title match, her rematch. So Zaria asks Sol Ruca one more time if she's truly ready to compete tonight. Sol Ruca says that she's doing this. She knows that Zaria has her best interest in mind, but she needs her North American Championship back. There's only one person that can do that, and that's Sol Ruca. This leads us into, moving on from that, it leads us into Mariah May retaining the Women's NXT North American Championship. She got Sol Ruca into a Boston Crab, and basically Zaria threw in the towel because she knew that Sol Ruca wasn't going to quit, which was good. This is a decent match because Mariah May worked on the leg of Sol Ruca the entire match. Sol Ruca sold everything very well, so good stuff there. Like that. Moving on from that, this leads us into a backstage segment involving Fatal Influence. Fallon Henley says that she could still hear the sound of Laney Reed slapping Kendall Gray in the face. Laney talks about doing whatever it takes to when it comes to opportunities. Besides, Jacy Jayne and Fallon Henley already have title matches, so if she had to slap Kendall across the face to do it, then so be it. Jacy Jayne's been on the receiving end of one of Laney Reed's slaps. That's why she's in Fatal Influence. Gold Rush, this is their evening, and it starts tonight when Jacy Jayne gets back her NXT Women's Championship. Fallon calls Halloween Havoc a fluke. Jacy Jayne says that Fallon will become the new women's speed champion next week, and Lainey Reed will become the new WWE Women's Evolve champion, and Fatal Influence is going to leave out of New York draped in gold. And that more than likely will happen. I do think that's what's going to happen. So there is that. Moving on, this leads us into Oba Femi and Ricky Saints. So Ricky Saints puts over Oba Femi and everything. And he put over their last man standing match and everything. He said that he peaked this game months ago. This title reign was wearing on Oba. It was grinding them down. Pause. But the biggest mistake that he made was underestimating Ricky Saints. And then he went back to Nigeria you had to recollect. And while he was gone, he was holding it down, and he was whooping Trick Williams' ass all over this place. So, good stuff there. Pause. So, Oba retorts and says that he knows that Ricky hadn't changed a bit. He's still the same flamboyant little man. He said he's not going to get involved in the NXT TNA nonsense. He knows that he's out here trying to still compete best dressed with Trick Williams. He says beneath all that nonsense is the ruler. So he went home, he trained, he went back to the motherland, to the source that made him, created a version of himself that Ricky cannot beat. And fair play to you. Fair play to you. You had your time in the sun, but now the sun is setting on the Absolute Era, and he's going to be the one to cast the shadow, and he's going to be the one to take it away. He's going to be the one who will destroy you, because the ruler is back, the destroyer is back, the bringer of war is back. Your daddy is home. Damn, that was great. I love that promo right there. That was a solid ass promo right there from Oba. I felt that shit. That went hard right there. That was nice. So Ricky basically just gives him a rematch at Deadline. Trick Williams wants to get involved. He said that Ricky maybe can't hear that good. It's not over between him and him, between the two of them, until he gets his NXT title back. So Myles Borne shows up. He hits Trick Williams in the back with a steel chair. He says that Payback is a bitch, and he says that he's going to be the next person to win the men's Iron Survivor match, and he's going to see either Oba or Oba or Ricky at New Year's Evil. Okay, cool. That's good stuff there. I like that. So Ava was upset about this, about what Myles Borne did, so she wanted to make a match for next week. So, whatever. And then this leads into another brawl between Josh Briggs and Tavion Heights. Don't give a damn. Moving on from that. This leads us into Dark State defeating Javon Evans and Leon Slater. This sucked. Not Javon Evans and Leon Slater, but Dark State. They suck. Right, so they ended up winning via the Doomsday device. There was miscommunication towards the end of the match. Javon was going to hit, I believe it was one of the members of Dark State, I think it was Sugars, hit him with the frog splash. He got out of the way. So Dark State hit the Doomsday device on Leon Slater for the 1-2-3. And they are still champion. I cannot stand Dark State. Fuck Dark State. They're useless. There's no point in them still being around. Just break the guys up, right? Seriously, keep one set of the stable on NXT and put the other one on Evolve. So maybe you do Sugars and Deion Lennox as a tag team. And you put the other two guys, Cutler and whoever else, you put those guys on Evolve. That's what I would do. But I don't give a damn about Dark State. They've been on the roster for about 7-8 months, and they've not really done much of anything. I mean, even though they've beaten the Hardys, they've beaten